All right, welcome back, everyone, for another Toy Alert. This was meant to be a weekly show, but the news keeps coming fast and furious, so it's been only a few days, but I'm back with a news update for July 18th, 2024. Hopefully, you're enjoying this series as well as everything else here on this tiny little channel. Make sure that you like, you subscribe, you hit that alert button so you don't miss anything. Keep telling your friends so we can keep growing this little startup channel of mine. And yeah, I got a new top 10 toys coming your way this weekend, and we have this news update dropping right now. So, if you want to see what news I got for you, just hang on for a few seconds after the intro, and I will be right back. All right, so let's see what we got. What's our news for July 18th, 2024? As I was doing this deck, more and more news kept dropping, so it might be a little bit of a long one, but I'll try to get through this as quickly as possible. Not try to keep it too long, because again, it's supposed to be a quick news update. First off, McFarlane Toys. They are now signed to have a new deal with Boom Studios and Berserker, so they got a larger licensing agreement planned here. More figures coming out of McFarlane. It seems he just keeps growing and growing his little toy empire and adding new intellectual properties, over and over. Like they just keep coming. They just keep coming. This should be interesting. I can see that Berserker figure in my mind already. This should probably turn out to be pretty cool. A lot of, hopefully a lot of cool little accessories coming with that figure. And yeah, well, more news as it comes. But right now, they signed the deal. No, no images to show you just yet. But this should be something interesting in the years ahead. Probably something is killing the children figures. Who knows? Who knows what else they might be working on? But in addition to that, the Nasselverse, if I'm saying that right, is coming to Walmart. So Walmart is going to have some exclusive figures based off of these old properties that are now part of this newer Nasselverse from the Nassel company. So we're talking about Roboforce, Biker Mice from Mars, Sectars, Cowboys, the Great Gerlu, and Power Lords. So we're going to see some exclusives probably dropping at Walmart, along with some of the other figures that are already coming our way. Here, just an example, we already have some Biker Mice coming our way. These newer versions will probably have some tweaks, maybe some exclusives, etc., being announced very soon. But for now, the news is what it is, that they've got a nice little deal set going forward. Another little bit of news this week is this pretty awesome Joker figure. This thing is so highly detailed. I can't believe this is a figure and not just like a statue. Like this thing has points of articulation. It moves. You can pose it. It's got soft goods. It's got wool hair for all these things. But Heath Ledger's Joker twisted with his own version of the bat suit. This thing is awesome. 1/6 scale. So it's going to be about, what does that work out to be? That's about a foot. So it's a little bit over a foot tall probably when it's on this stand. No price point just yet, but it will be limited to 3,000 figures. Nice little details there. I don't know if you saw all their I'll go back to it. You see all the little grenades there inside his cape, just like, in the movie when he inside his jacket. Love these little touches here. You've got the little batarang, all the splatter and paint, potentially blood. The scars, awesome. As I mentioned there is wool hair implementation. Like this is a textured hair. It looks real. Look at this. This looks real. As close as you can get to a mini Heath Ledger. In addition to that, the eyeballs move. So there are separate rolling eyeballs. So you can have him look up, down, which way you want him to look. Because the eyeballs roll inside this head. I can't believe the amount of, like I said, posability you get with this thing. Again, you add all these extra little accessories. There's weapons, and the soft goods cape can be posed along with the figure itself. This thing is pretty awesome. It's probably going to end up being pretty expensive. Again, I don't know what the price point is, but you got to imagine it's going to probably be close to $300 because I think that's where the last one came out to be. I think they did a version of the Suicide Squad Joker, if you remember. It had the Jared Leto grin, but this is our Heath Ledger version here. So I got to imagine a lot of people are going to be into this because this is still one of the iconic comic book movie performances of our lives, really. And again, this figure's just awesome. Look at all these extra little bits. You got the cards and everything. Looks just like them. That said, Another bit I got out of Toy Arc this time is that Hot Toys, that's who's also did that Joker figure, by the way, if I didn't mention it. Sorry, I'm just getting a little excited and a little ahead of myself, I guess. But Star Wars also has some figures coming out of Hot Toys, including this Commander Scorch and this holographic Maul figure. We're going to start with Scorch. Again, 1/6 scale, just like the Joker figure there. So it's Clone Commander. It's got some pretty cool features here with the little light up bits. Look at his head, his helmet lighting up. Accessories, weapons, armor. Looks great. Another image here. Comes with a stand. That one, I believe, was limited to 3,000. And then we also have this Maul, this holographic Maul. So you can see here how it lights up as well. Also, 1/6 scale. This one, however, is limited to only 1,500 pieces. So it's going to be a little harder to find. But look at those little details, like the little line work and textures to make it look like a screen hologram-like image. And again, it's a light up one. So what does it look like when it's not lit up? It's still pretty cool. A little duller, obviously. It's not as impressive to look like a hologram, but still, you could turn the lights off on it, and it's still a pretty awesome. Well, this one I think is more of a statue than a figure. So this is more of a collectible than say like the Joker or even the Scorch. Can't change his pose here. His arms are pretty much set. But like I said, pretty awesome sculpt there on the face. Very well recognizable and very well done. I'm going to sneak in. I told you this channel is also going to cover video games. So I'm going to slowly start working some of that stuff in along with the toys and the collectibles because, well, I see them kind of going together. So we're going to have a tiny bit of gaming news mixed in here as well. Also kind of on the toy and collectible front because these will be collectible because these will be one of a kind. And that are the controllers. These are the Deadpool controllers. I want to say one of a kind, but I believe there's a set of two. So there's actually two of them, but they're going to come together for one winner for this giveaway. But these are pretty awesome, textured. It's fun. I mean, yeah, it's pretty funny. His butt's on the back of the controller. But just look at the outside of that, just the other details added in on this controller. It is awesome. I wish they would have put this up for sale without the butt. Like the butt can be one of a kind. If you just would have made it a Deadpool controller, I think it would have been cool on its own. But they're having this this giveaway that ends August 11th, so you can go over. I think it's on their Twitter or something. Go over and check it out. Xbox is giving away this limited edition Xbox system with these two controllers, as I said. So who knows? Who knows who's going to win this? I think it's just fun and a little bit funny. Dropping today, as I said, I was building this deck out. It was going to be a nice short little update, but then Walmart Collector Con today had to drop a ton of stuff that they are going to be releasing as part of their Collector Con. Oh, man. So let's just get right into it here with their summer 2024 listings of all the things that will be coming out as part of their online convention. First up, you see the Venom. We're getting a pretty cool Venom here. It's coming on that retro carded card back, two heads. You got the one with the tongue out, a couple of hands. Pick the setup that you like, and you get yourself a nice posable, articulated Venom. I like it. I mean, I like it. It looks very well done for the animated series version of Venom, and I like the card back. I like the retro card back. So much so, I'm glad they're doing another one. In addition to the Spider-Man, we are getting an X-Man, too. We're getting, well, I guess this is the Shi'ar Charles Xavier version of the figure. So this one is also going to be on that retro card back here, but the X-Men style. Also pretty cool. I gotta admit, the Xavier face is pretty creepy. It's almost quite villainous if you see that eyebrow kind of perched up there. But yeah, still a really cool figure. And it's coming out as part of this Collector Con for Walmart, along with still more. That's the Marvel Legends type stuff. We're also getting the G.I. Joe Classified in this. They're giving us this 2-pack with Falcon and Quarrel. I don't know this Quarrel character. I think she might be newer, but Falcon was always one of my favorites, debuting in that movie, G.I. Joe the movie. He had that awesome shotgun, Green Beret. He had the, cool look about him. You're getting the shotgun here. You're getting both figures with a lot of accessories in this 2-pack. And yeah, it's pretty cool. So keep an eye out for that one. There are a few Street Sharks being released as well. I'm only giving you an image of one because I don't know all the Street Sharks. They were kind of after my time, so I didn't really collect them. But they're pretty awesome as well. So a couple of Street Sharks coming our way. McFarlane's also giving us this zombified Shazam for one reason or another. I don't know. because we need it, I guess. So we're getting it. We are also getting a pretty awesome creature from the Black Lagoon. I mean, this thing is like semi see-through, and it looks like it might even glow, like X-ray edition. 7 points of articulation out of Super 7. It's kind of fun. You can see inside, see all the all the bits inside of the creature. If you were ever curious what was inside of him, here you go. Here's your answer. We're getting some Masters of the Universe too, because we're getting a little bit of everything. So Masters of the Universe mashed up with Turtles. So we have Turtles, Leatherhead as a He-Man figure. Also pretty cool. You can see here, actually he fits right in, honestly. Leatherhead fits right in with the He-Man line, if you ask me. I mean, it looks like he kind of has the tail from, what the hell is this? I can't, Lashback? I can't remember the name. Whiplash. I mean, was it Whiplash? The lizard dude who had the tail, and you twisted him, and then the tail whipped. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting with the the croc tail here. But then there's another one. This Python character too. Here we're getting. It's got soft goods. It's got some see-through armor. Another pretty cool figure. Looks like you could take the top off and give him a snake body if you wanted to do that as well. So you got some options here of how you want to set this bad boy up. Getting some Star Wars, if you're into Star Wars, as we're getting some Mandalorian figures. We're getting the Shriek-Hawk trainers, I'm sorry. So a couple of Mandalorian, kind of a troop builders, I guess you could say, if you want to build out your Mandalorian sets. You're getting a pair of them here with a male and a female version. And pretty cool. See, I got a little gun holster and all that fun stuff. Transformers is not to be left out, as we're getting a little bit of Transformers too at this Walmart convention, Collector Con or whatever. As we're getting these 2 figures, well, actually it's 3, I believe, inside this pack from the Legacy United set. This is Thundertron, Nightstrike, and Calcatron. Yeah, fun stuff. It's like a lion, a car, and I guess a calculator or a tape. It's basically built like the tapes that would go into Soundwave, but they also transform here into, the robots as well. Another one we're getting is this guy. We're getting Road Pig. No, not to be confused with Zartan's Dreadnought. This is a bike or motorcycle coming out of Transformers. Road Pig here. It's pretty awesome. It's giving me a little bit of vibes from Psykill from GoBots with that kind of like shield wheel weapon. But other than that, motorcycle figure. Not too bad, right? In addition to that, we do have some pre-orders that are live right now. So these are things you can go out and pre-order now if you are interested. Starting off with Marvel Legends, giving us this deluxe Phoenix figure. I think there's also a Magic that went up for sale too. I don't have an image of that right now. I was just focusing on the Phoenix because this thing, yes, it is $34.99. It is a deluxe figure, but look at that backdrop they give you. They give you the Phoenix Force with Jean Grey with a couple of heads. So there you got the Dark Phoenix version. And then you got the more happy-go-lucky Jean Grey too. But here's the setup of the bird, the Phoenix Force itself there. You can also just take the Phoenix off of that and use just the stand separately if you wanted to do that, to give just Jean like this levitating kind of a pose, if you will. But again, happy face, Dark Phoenix face. You get both heads. And like I said, the setup, you can take it apart and change it up a little bit. Not too bad for $35, I'm just saying. Also up for pre-order today is this. Major Bendy's Big Rubber Guys. Randy Macho Man Savage. Yeah, pretty cool. $50. That seems like a lot, but this is a pretty big figure for what it is. It is an 8-inch figure, and it is, a collectible, and it is kind of a throwback to the old days. You remember the old LJN, the Big Rubber Guys? That's kind of what it is. I mean, this one is sculpted a bit better, but here's an old one to give you an idea what I'm talking about here. So the old school little bendy guys, yeah, kind of fun, right? Now, those are things that are up for pre-order right now. I also have some stuff that will be up for pre-order soon. So within the next couple of days, you'll be able to order some of this stuff if you are interested. Starting off with tomorrow on the 19th, if you like Jonah Hex and his horse, you can order Jonah Hex and the General, the All-Star Western 2-pack from McFarlane. So this is another gold label figure where, yeah, you can get Jonah Hex and his horse. Not too bad. Pre-order goes up, like I said, tomorrow. A couple days later, Marvel Legends Endgame Iron Man helmet. I know we had the Stranger helmet from the Acolyte just a week or so ago. Now Marvel Legends is giving us this Endgame version of the Iron Man helmet, and yeah, it's pretty cool. We got a little bit of those silver accents mixed in with the gold, the red and the gold. I'm not even gonna try to do the Roman numeral mark what this is because I don't remember all of the numbers there with the L's and the X's and the V's. But with that all said, this will be up for pre-order on the 23rd, only a few days away, and it'll be available for $100. Takes a battery, eyes light up, and stuff like that. Pretty fun. Pretty fun. If you ever had or tried one of these helmets, I don't have any. I don't own any of them because I don't have a place to display them. So I didn't see the need to go and start collecting them yet. Maybe one day when I have more space or a bigger house. We can all dream, right? But with that said, I do have a new segment for you. Just to keep this thing rolling, we do have crowdfunding. That's right. So crowdfunding is a new thing. It's basically a Kickstarter. A lot of the toy companies are now doing this to for I guess riskier propositions, like some of these larger builds and things that they don't want to go and mass produce them if there's not enough interest. So this is a way for them to kind of gauge the marketplace at price points they're comfortable with and price points the market's comfortable with. And it's kind of a nice little symbiotic thing. I know some people complain about it. It's like, why are they doing a crowdfunding? I don't mind it. I mean, I think this makes a lot of sense. I mean, if there's not enough buyers, good thing they didn't make it. And good thing we didn't have, time and money wasted. Yes, it's still time wasted in developing some of these things that just don't hit. But other than that, we'll see. Now, I know what you're thinking. We're talking HasLab. Yes, HasLab is one of them, but they're not the only ones doing it. So here, Superpowers from McFarlane is also doing this as part of their, I guess, Toys Drawing Board is kind of their version of it. They're looking to offer some collector or vehicle packs with or without figures, and they're giving a lot of options, though they do have a lofty goal of $600,000 that they want to raise to do this. And you can see here of the two sets that they're offering, you got the Manta and the Aquaman, and then you also have Batman and Robin with a bat jet, or I guess of some kind here. Here you go. So you got the Black Manta Sea Saucer just by itself. You can go and order, well, technically order or pledge, $20 for that. $35 will get you two figures with it. The Bat Multicraft. Okay, sorry, it's not just a jet; it's a multicraft. I guess it also floats and it's a boat. You get that for $30. You want to add Batman and Robin? That's $45. You want to get both vehicles, just the vehicles? That's also $45. If you want to go that way, there's a lot of options here. I kind of like the fact that they're giving you this level of of order that you can just say, you know what, I just want the vehicles. I don't need the figures. Or you want the figures, or you just want one set but not the other. It's kind of a nice little option. Plus, you can do both of them if you want them. So you want $75, you got both figures. I mean, all four figures and both vehicles. You can get that too. You want extras? You can even pledge a little bit more. And for $90, you get all of that and you get a t-shirt. Not too bad, right? You get a fun t-shirt. Cool. And are we done there? No, we're not done there. Because for $100, you get all the figures and a McFarlane autographed card. So, yeah, cool little art card. I know McFarlane's signature is not the hardest to get. He does a lot of conventions. He does a lot of signatures, but still, this is a nice little way to get an art, signature if you want to get it. And it's on a card. And it all costs you $100, and you get all these figures and vehicles too. All right, not too bad. Up next, we're going to do a teaser. I know last week we had it as a rumor, because yes, it is a rumor what they were teasing, but they are teasing this. And we're going back to this because we have a follow-up. So yes, it looks like it could be the Rattler based on the logo. We talked about this on Sunday, or I talked about this on Sunday, showing you that's where people are getting their ideas that they may be doing the Rattler as part of the next HasLab project. I mean, we'll know next week on the 25th what it's going to be, because that's what they're announcing. But this week, they teased it again, but this time with Baroness. And her little quote here, Destro, darling, your plans are always so riveting. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us. So is this still going to be the Rattler? You don't really associate, Wild Weasel's flying it, so you don't really associate Destro and Baroness with it, but they are part of the tease. Rivets, rivets go on a plane, so we could still be talking about that. We'll see. I still feel like it's going to be the Rattler, but this is the second tease. And again, there's going to be up for they're backing from July up until looks like it's September 9th. So that's good long while. Oh yeah, here. I was reading it off the tiny little poster, but here to make it a little easier for you to figure out. But we'll find out next week what they're teasing us here. Maybe we get one more teaser early next week before the drop. But for now, my money's still on the Rattler. So with that all said, I got that done in around 20 minutes, I think. So not too bad. Not too bad. A lot of news, but I felt like it was worth doing now and not waiting until Sunday. So once we have another pile of news to cover, I'll probably do another one of these over the next few days. So until next time, this has been your Toy Alert, and see you guys later. All right.